In high school, I was kind of into electronics, chemistry. I wound up making friends with an older guy who went by the name of Mad Albert. And Mad Albert, he kind of had an in because one of the teachers, who was also a football coach, recognized his talents and would use him to create stunts and events for the football team's promotion. And one of his things was he knew how to make flash powder, which he eventually took me to the chemistry store, the serious chemistry store, where you could get that kind of thing. Not gunpowder, mind you, but it was close. And instead of using charcoal or activated carbon, it used sugar, which caused it to burn much slower and kind of yellowy and smoky. So that was good for effect. And when Mad Albert graduated, I sort of took over the position of pyrotechnic and sound system guy for the football team. And then one day they had a big meeting in the auditorium where the principal was going to make some announcements, and they lined these fancy chairs up, these wooden chairs across the stage, and he and some of the teachers each sat in the chairs. But they commissioned me to make it a little more fun by putting a little bit of flash powder under the principal's chair. And at a certain point, it was scripted that somebody would go up there and say something at which point I'd be cued to set off the flash powder, and it would go poof and under the principal's chair. And I used a lot. I just used a lot. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I know that I felt like this was my moment, and so I put down a lot. Well, it didn't go off like a huge bang or anything. It doesn't do that. But it also didn't just burn for half a second. It just kept burning, like fiercely, enough to set your socks on fire if you didn't get out of the chair. And the principal sat there for 2 or 3 seconds before he had to leap out of the chair. And he wasn't mad. He wasn't mad. He let me off easy because he knew, he said, I just didn't know it was going to last that long. I didn't say me either, but I just said sorry.